Body cams, banning no-knock warrants, banning chokeholds, more training. All suggestions designed to improve policing in America. Former police officer and public safety psychologist Joel Fay says piecemeal attempts to reform policing won't work.
So the laws have not kept up with what society is seeing, and that's contributing to some of the problem. And law enforcement has no control over that. That's handled by the legislature.
Fay says changing up the training is the better way. Instead of more time initially in class, continuous updates and workshops, he says, will make a difference after cops get their badges at graduation.
It's hard to explain to someone who's never dealt with someone who's having a psychotic episode or a manic episode how to de-escalate that when there's no contextual experience in dealing with it. What we find is that it's better to come back a year, 2 years after the academy.
One example cited as an area for change by experts, traffic stops. Traffic stops are the #1 reason for contact between the public and the police, and they can go awry. A recent example, the tragic end to a traffic stop in Minnesota when Dante Wright was killed after a veteran officer mistook her gun for a taser.
We need to change the very essence of policing. No more traffic stops, no more pedestrian stops, and no more responding when there are calls for people who are in crisis, mental health. They can be backup because there are people mentally ill and not who are a threat to people.
A controversial proposal, but Judge Cordell argues trust in police is deteriorating and that bystanders may be less inclined to call on the police for help.
More and more of these individuals are not going to do that because the concern and the fear is we can't trust that the police are going to come here and the person I'm calling about might end up dead.
One thing Joel Fay makes sure to tell police when he's training them in academies, empathy is everything. For the majority of Americans, dealing with the police is a strange and traumatic occurrence. Police often meet people on the worst day of their lives.
For them, this is a major life crisis. And just remember to have that empathy with people because you never know what they're feeling on the inside.